Hello everyone, I'm Nick Shepherd. Welcome. This is not really a video, more of a blog. It's a short text to help you understand a little bit multi-word verbs. Okay, here we go. 1. What is a multi-word verb? Well, there are two elements and sometimes three in a multi-word verb. There's the verb and then the second word, which is sometimes an adverb and sometimes a preposition. Some examples. When it's an adverb, I can put you up for the night, the plane took off, the terrorists blew the place up. Up, off and up are adverbs. Then the other group, prepositions. I insist on an answer, they agree with our idea, the doctor attended to him. There, the on, the with and the to are prepositions. 2. General and specific meaning. Look at these examples, all with get. She got up, that's probably from a bed or a chair or something. She got over it, probably an illness or a bad time, but could even be a wall if you take it literally. The verb gives a sense of movement or change, but it is the particle that gives the precise meaning. The verb's general and the particle makes it specific. It's not exactly that one is more important than the other, they just do different things, they have different jobs. Number 3, the two main kinds of multi-word verb. First of all, we got phrasal verbs. The terrorists blew up the embassy, and you can change the word order and say the terrorists blew the embassy up. But the prepositional verb, you can't change the order. The wind blew up the street, but you can't say the wind blew the street up. 3b, word order in phrasal verbs. Well, as I said above, you can say he wrote the answer down, or he wrote down the answer. But when it's a pronoun, you can only do it by dividing the verb and the adverb. You can say he wrote it down, but you can't say he wrote down it. You can only do that with a noun or a noun phrase. You can't do it with a pronoun. Now, moving on to number 4, from literal to metaphorical. These phrasal verbs, where the second word is an adverb, are used for a range of meanings, and here's an example. The verb put up can be used literally. She put the poster up on the wall, for example, or he put up his hand, or he put his hand up. Or you can use it metaphorically. He put up the prices, meaning increased, or he put me up for the night, meaning accommodated, or he put up a fight, he resisted. So the range of meaning goes from quite literal interpretation of the verb and the adverb and a much more metaphorical one. Okay, moving on to number 5, prepositional verbs. With prepositional verbs, the verb is usually, I don't like to say always, the all-important word which decides the meaning. So she dealt with the problem, it's about dealing. I insist on your staying for lunch, it's about insisting. They object to the wall, it's about objecting. So the preposition is essential and you can't change it, but it doesn't really add very much to the meaning. Though it does sometimes, as always in language, sometimes the preposition is an essential part of the meaning. So I'm looking for a new secretary is very different in meaning from he looked after the baby. And the last one, number 6, formality. There are often single word equivalents of phrasal verbs, and these are often more formal, as these examples show. Sort out, you can also say organise. Get off a train, you can say alight, and that's what they say when you are on the underground. It says alight here for London Hospital, for example. Get off a bicycle, or dismount is what it says on the signs. Put up, lodge or accommodate. Now there's often a tendency to prefer to use the more formal verb, usually Latin origin, but you've got to remember these phrasal verbs are very common and they're what we mostly use. We mostly prefer them to the formal, often Latin equivalents. Okay, that's all for now. Hope you found it useful and thanks for listening.